A group representing several workers at the biggest retailers are asking their employers for additional protections ahead of the busy holiday shopping season. Bloomberg Quicktake reporter Jennifer Zabasaja is joining me now from New York to explain. Jen, it's good to see you this morning. Tell us about this group and what they're asking for.
Yeah, so good morning, Tim. I mean, this group is really fascinating. They're called United for Respect, and they describe themselves as a nonprofit organization, and they represent millions of retail workers across the states. And essentially what they say they're fighting for is to improve the lives of retail workers. So on Monday, we heard them put out an announcement about this platform called 5 to Survive. And essentially what they're asking for is 5 specific asks of big retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Petco, and PetSmart to help support employees leading into the holiday shopping season, especially as people rush to the stores. Maybe they rush to the stores. But, you know, again, I think they're reminded that they are on the front lines. They are at risk of exposure. And so some of the asks that they are asking these retailers is an additional hazard pay, a $5 increase in hazard pay. They also want guaranteed paid and sick leave that doesn't include their vacation leave. And they want to say in sort of the safety protocols that are being put in place in some of these stores, and they don't feel like they have gotten that at this point in time.
I mean, I think to a lot of people watching, they may be surprised to know that some of these organizations and companies don't actually offer these things right now, given that we're in the midst of a pandemic and people do have to take sick leave, not only to take care of themselves, but to take care of family members too. How are these requests, these demands different than what these companies are offering right now?
Yeah, I mean, one interesting report that's actually out today, Tim, by our colleague Spencer Soper, actually talks about Amazon. And it's really fascinating because it's sort of a look into how Amazon employees are reacting to this $3,000 bonus signing fee that Amazon announced. And they're pretty upset about it. What they're saying is that, you know, what they've been offered are $10, $15, $20 vouchers for turkey. And they don't feel like that's fair for them, especially when people are being given additional bonuses just to come on during the holiday season. And we have to remember, Tim, I mean, you know this, but, you know, a lot of these workers are minorities. They're of the working class, and they've been disproportionately hit by this pandemic. And so they're just asking these companies to step up and show that they care about the work that they're putting in, especially as their profits boost.
So what have companies been doing? You talked about Amazon and this hiring bonus and the gift certificate or vouchers for money off of turkeys, but what have they been doing as the pandemic has raged on to try to keep workers and keep workers safe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you said that, Tim, because turkeys are really expensive, right? So one of the things that Spencer actually noted is that doesn't even cover the cost of turkeys based on what these employees are saying. But, you know, at the beginning of the pandemic, we did see some of these big retailers offering hazard pay, especially for workers who are at the grocery stores when people were panic buying and rushing to the stores to get toilet paper and everything. But I don't know if people realize that hazard pay went away. So it went away during the summer. And so, you know, a lot of these employees haven't gotten additional benefits. But keep in mind, a lot of the owners of these big companies like the Waltons behind Walmart and Jeff Bezos have seen their wealth just skyrocket throughout this pandemic. And so what these workers are saying is that share a share of the profits that you are getting with us. And, you know, it will be interesting to see how they respond. We haven't yet heard from the companies, but I think we have to remember, you know, a lot of people, whether they're going into stores or not, they're going to be shopping this holiday season. And so we could continue to see these companies make additional money. And we have to think about those people who are behind the scenes sort of working to keep companies like Amazon and Walmart afloat.
Bloomberg Quicktake's Jennifer Zabasaja, thanks so much for your time. I think it's so important for us to remember that we are now as a country in a worse place now than where we were just a few months ago, where these companies were offering these types of benefits. Thanks, Jen. Good to see you.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quicktake now for insight in an instant.